Guys, I was just thinking about this. I have a pretty straightforward 9 to 5 kind of job, like my hours and what I work. Actually, it's literally 9 to 5, my working hours. Um, so, but in the past, though, I've had jobs before where the working hours weren't so good, so desirable, and that can really affect your life in a negative way. And sometimes negative, positive. Well, if they're not so good, it's a negative way, right? Um, I had a job for a few years when I worked in Korea, where I'd work from 4 to 10, but I was single, and that kind of worked well in a way because I played in bands and bars. And I could just get off of work and go right to the bars and play music, and I could sleep really late the next day. But this was so heinous. I had a job my third year in Korea working at a language school called Pagoda, very big adult language school chain in Korea. And I had to work something called a split shift, which was just awful. I would have I think my first class was at 6:50 in the morning, 6:50 or 7 in the morning. So I had to be at school at like 6:30 in the morning, because the main clients were business people. So when were they available to study English? They could come before work or after work. So what would happen is I would come to work, teach maybe three or four classes from maybe 7 a.m. until 10 or 11 a.m. Then I'd have a break until about 6 p.m., 6:30, 7 p.m. Then I'd have to come back into school and I have to teach. Oh. Just said waving. There was a bunch of my wife's friends, my son's friends. But yeah, so I think I'm crazy talking to the camera or phone. But yeah, so what I was saying, so then I'd have to come back in and teach at like 6:30 or 7 again until like 9 or 10 at night, and I have to do this every day. So think of that, like you'd have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you work until about 11 in the morning. Then you have this break in the day until about 7 p.m. at night, and you have to go to work until like about 10 at night. And it was horrible, and all of my coworkers were so burnt out. It just killed them, destroyed them. Morale was low. Everyone was burnt out. Everyone had really messed up sleep patterns. It was awful, awful, awful. So have you ever had a job where you had really terrible working hours, really horrible working hours, or hours that negatively affected your life? I'm curious. And if you don't like that kind of lifestyle, don't go work at Pagoda Language School in Korea. Alright guys, check out the links below, and see you.